Hello everybody, it's Mac here, and today I'm going to talk about the Carbine Rifle in GTA 5 and GTA Online. Now this is the 14th episode of my series called GTA 5 Gun Guide, where we will be going for every single weapon in GTA 5 and GTA Online, and breaking out stats of these weapons, talking about these weapons, and just giving a general review of these weapons. So we're going to go check out last episode, which was on the Assault Rifle in GTA 5 and GTA Online. Then you can go check that out, there will be a link in the description. Also, there will be a playlist in the description, so if you want to go check that out, then there will be a link in the description as well. Also, there will be a link in the description to the GTA Wiki, which is where I get most of these stats on these weapons. The Carbine Rifle is an assault rifle manufactured by Von Fuhr, and it appears in Grand Theft 5 and Grand Theft Online. It appears to be based off the Heckler & Koch HK416. It is unlocked after completing the mission The Jewelry Store Job, or rank 42 in Online. The damage is 3.2 out of 10. The fire rate is 6.5 out of 10. The accuracy is 5.5 out of 10. The range is 4.5 out of 10. The magazine size is 30 rounds, or 60 if you have extended clip. And the rate of fire is 500 rounds per minute. So overall, it's just a very nice assault rifle. It's very well-rounded and is a very nice assault rifle to use and very versatile. So I tested out this weapon in online against another player, and he goes by the name of Solo Hatchet. So big thanks to him who helped me out with this. Also keep in mind that he's a level 13, so the shots to kill may increase or decrease depending on the rank of your enemy. So it will take 1 bullet to the head, or 3 if they have a bulletproof helmet. It will take 7 bullets to the chest, 8 to the leg, 8 to the arm, 8 to the feet, and at a max distance, which is 120 meters, it will take 28 shots. So it's pretty similar to the assault rifle. The only difference is that it has a way higher rounds per minute and pretty much better than most every stat. It will take 1 less shot to the leg, arm, and feet, so you may want to just keep that in mind. So overall, it's just a very much better weapon than the assault rifle. Now the attachments that you can put on the Carbine Rifle is the extended clip, and you have the extended clip which will double your rounds to 60. You can also put on the grip, the flashlight, the scope, and the suppressor. Honestly, I like to keep most attachments on this weapon compared to like the assault rifle or something, where I don't really like to have any attachments on it. This weapon, I mean, the grip, the flashlight, the scope, the suppressor, honestly, they're all pretty good for this weapon. The suppressor is actually a kind of a different suppressor compared to all the other suppressors. It looks, in my opinion, a bit cooler than the other suppressors on the other assault rifles. You also have a scope, which is the scope that's the same on the Special Carbine and the Combat MG, which I really like that scope. You also have the flashlight, which, I mean, it's not the most useful, but it is nice. And you have the grip, which will decrease your recoil and increase your stability. Now, the iron sights on this weapon are pretty bad. To be honest, they remind me a lot of the Mini Uzi or the Micro SMG, and they're just not all that great. There's just a lot going on with them. I mean, it's just not something I would recommend using for you guys. Now, you may like them if you like M4 kind of iron sights, but just overall, they're just not all that great. Just a lot going on. It's kind of hard to track targets with them, so I would just recommend if you are in first person and you want to aim down sights, then just don't aim down sights with the actual iron sights. Just either get a scope on it, or just kind of the zoom that doesn't actually aim down sights. Just use that zoom. Or just hip fire, or just go into third person. So while I would recommend the scope, there is something kind of weird with this assault rifle, is that whenever you put on a scope, the iron sights are still there, which is something that's kind of weird, because if you go in first person, the iron sights are folded down, so, I mean, you don't have to deal with that, but in third person, the iron sights are still kind of there. It just looks kind of weird. It's probably from last gen, or, it's probably just like they forgot about it, and they never actually changed it. But in first person, you won't have to bother with it. So, I mean, it's just kind of a graphical glitch with the weapon, and just a kind of a small bug with it. But it is, something that you do want to keep in mind. Now, it's actually a very good assault rifle for PvP combat, so like death matches. Now, this weapon is very good, and it's a very versatile weapon. It's actually my most used weapon in GTA Online. It's an amazing weapon. I think this weapon is quite possibly one of my favorite weapons in GTA Online, and my most used, so it's a very fun weapon to use. I really like it, and I would honestly recommend using this weapon. Now, you actually have to be a kind of high rank, 42 is kind of high compared to a lot of the other weapons, but You know, I say it's worth it. It's a very, very nice weapon. While it's not the best in like a lot of stats, it's just very versatile, and it's a very versatile assault rifle, which makes it amazing. I mean, the accuracy on this weapon is pretty good. I mean, the hip fire isn't amazing, but if you aim down sights with it, then you will be almost entirely accurate. But now, while a lot of weapons in GTA don't really have that much recoil or that much spread, you know, it is a very accurate weapon. It also looks kind of nice in my opinion. It's kind of a, you know, it just looks nice. And it is one of the weapons that, you know, it's kind of like the base weapons. I mean, you can get it pretty easily if you kill a lot of enemies. Like a Merryweather sometimes uses it. The army uses it quite often. And it just looks nice in my opinion. So since the accuracy is so high, you can actually get headshots pretty easily with this weapon compared to other assault rifles. It's just so accurate that you can just hip fire and pretty much just kind of bring your analog stick or your mouse over the person's head, and you will usually get the kill with a headshot. It's just very, very nice to get a headshot with this weapon because it's pretty easy, to be honest. I mean, while it still takes skill, it's just, you know, it's a very accurate weapon, so you can get headshots pretty easily. And I just really like this weapon. It's very versatile, and it's just, you know, if you wanted a weapon, an assault rifle that you could take into almost any situation, any combat situation, this would be the weapon that you probably should choose. I mean, it's pretty good at long range. It's you know, it's decent at long range. You will actually have to hit a few shots, but it's not terrible. It's amazing at medium range. It's pretty good at close range. It doesn't have the highest rounds per minute, but it is pretty good at close range if you can hit a headshot. It's just good in a lot of situations. Now, and if you would want to have one assault rifle in the game, this might be what you want to get. But there are a few other assault rifles that are pretty good, which we will be talking about in the next episode. One is the advanced rifle, which we will be talking about in the next episode. But this is possibly my favorite weapon in the game. One of my favorite. Probably not my favorite, but it is probably one of the best weapons in the game. Just because of how accurate it is, how good the damage model is. Overall, the weapon is just pretty good. And if I would recommend one assault rifle to you, you could probably use this weapon, because it's just very, very good. So let me know your thoughts on the Carbine Rifle in the comments. So hope you all enjoyed. Feedback's always appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video.